Here it is.
To pour them into the pans. And we're going to be pouring them right into all these pans here. There we are. They're all ready. Now, here's our expert candy maker, pulling away.
Of over 50 years, 60 years.
Isn't that something,
The
eh?
most I made 3, how many thousand?
Oh, 30,000.
30,000 in a day.
Yeah.
And for the church bazaar, I always made 2,500.
There we are. There we are. So very soon we'll have Grandma Babcock cutting these up into sucker parts. Here we are. We've got the second lot ready to go. Now,
It's lighter and lighter.
there it is. I'm going to put 2 together and pull them some more. That's what makes them all sort of light and dark.
And you twist them.
And twist them, cut them. There we are. There we are. There are the bits. Now all we have to do is put the sucker sticks in. There we are.
Herein is the first lesson.
Here we are with our suckers all ready made. Grandma's just getting the last bit pulled up. There we are. And there are all the suckers ready. And there's Perry Como in the background.
Want to see this? How you get out the pan?
There we are. That's the last pan, is it, Grandma? There we are.
For now.
That's it for now. Now that's our first lot finished. Another helper now. Fred's come to join us. And he's sticking the sucker sticks in. And Grandma's busy still cutting away. So we're going to have a...
I ever did it, man.
Pardon?
This is the first time I ever did it.
I'm sure. Oh boy, I wonder how many times, eh? Oh dear. Well, that's fine. That more or less completes that lot now. Now we have all our suckers finished. All our suckers, we've just got bullseyes to do now and wrap them up. And here we're having a...
Your lady's worn out.
She's just having a little rest. And we're listening to Guy Lombardo. There we are.
What?
Oh, never mind. Dun,
Your eyes.
How are my eyes?
Rain not with the dam.
There, Fred. Hi. How are you doing? Yeah, the end of our day. How many suckers did we get? About
230 or 40.
yeah, something like
And
that.
a bunch of bullseyes.
And all the
some
bullseyes,
peanut.
peanut brittle, and everything else. So we're all set now. Okay.
Now Mrs. Bell's going home to make her Christmas pudding.
That's right.
Got it secondhand from some garage sale or something. I don't even remember where I got it.
Okay, and this is made.
There's the brown sugar, 1 kilo of brown sugar, and then corn syrup, and then after we get boiling, we add a piece of butter, the same size as a walnut, and then some vinegar, which, about 2 tablespoons of vinegar. That's it. And then we keep it boiling, and finally, just before we're ready to take it off the stove, we put some vanilla.
So that's paper towel, isn't it? And you pick up the,
Doesn't matter.
yeah. This is called buttering the pans. This is called buttering the pans, which is very crucial.
There we are. And generously, too.
Generous, yes. And I notice you have glass pans
Yes.
rather than metal pans. Why is
Well,
that?
the reason that I have Pyrex is sometimes if the candy cools too quickly, it hardens and you can't pull it.
Yes.
So with these pans, if they get a little bit too cool, I just put them in the microwave for a few seconds, and that softens the candy, ready
Right.
to be pulled again.
What, like, is that on the maximum heat?
Yeah.
For what, 5 seconds or?
Oh, I don't know how many seconds. Just
Okay.
you know,
Until.
just until it gets soft.
Okay. Okay.
There we are. I think I'll put a little bit more on.
And so we're making today 1 kilo of sugar,
Yeah. One
And-
kilo
and-
of sugar.
and it's enough to make 2 baking pans,
3 baking.
3 baking pans of
3 pie plates.
pie plates.
Now,
yes.
the next thing I do is, I better put this in now. It's about 1 kilo. I try to. There we are. There we are. Now, we put
There's something about the lumps in there. You got to make sure the lumps are all out of the sugar.
I never notice, but
No.
this is good.
Okay.
Now, the next thing we do is to add a little bit of corn syrup, which would be, maybe a quarter of a cup.
Okay.
There we are.
Great.
Yeah, that's just about a quarter of a cup. And then we take a cup of water. Or about a cup of water. There. About a cup of water. And just pour it around like that.
Now, May, I'm going to ask you a question. There's something about the recipe that is very crucial, and it's you're never to stir that.
Do not stir.
Do not stir, not even at this stage.
Or no, you just leave it like that, and then what you do is put it on, say, a medium
Yeah.
high or medium heat, and you cover it with the top. So that keeps the heat in and keeps a nice even heat.
Yeah.
So that's the way you do it.
Okay. And you put it, it's generously put on the counter too, isn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
Need to keep some more.
Now, what do you do? Have you ever got it stuck?
Oh,
Onto
yes,
the counter?
sometimes it sticks, and I just have to take a knife and sort of lift it up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can get it all up, and sometimes I can't, but
And then, like you would actually dissolve it. Like, do you ever use water after you've cooked it to clean up?
oh, well, of course, to clean up,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
But, no, I find the room is quite cool in here today,
Yeah.
and I feel that the butter isn't spreading as well.
Oh, really?
as it could.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
So what are you doing there?
I'm just taking them out, and I'll put them right here.
Oh, yes. And these are
Suckers.
hard cardboard, are they?
Pardon?
Are they
Yeah, I guess
hard?
they're cardboard, yeah.
And you find that they are much superior because of the safety factor.
Hmm?
They're much superior because they're safer
Well,
than.
I don't even mind. I don't say whether they're superior or not. It's just that these are easier to get
Okay.
now these days.
Normally, you get them like a box of them at the health food store, do you?
I have no idea where these were bought, but you can buy them by the dozen or 20 sucker sticks for $1 or something like that at the health food store.
Okay, that's good.
But I'm lucky enough not to have to buy them there.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that. Oh,
Just-
yeah.
It's
And-
just beginning to start to bubble around the edges.
Yeah. And that's what you look for, do you?
Yeah, and
Is the-
well, I wait until it. I'll put the
Yes. So that's it, is it? That's
now the next thing is to get that butter.
so that's what you call a rolling boil.
Rolling boil, yeah. But I don't want it to get. I better hurry up and
Okay.
get that butter in. See? Now,
And so that's what, a tablespoon of butter?
I would say that, yeah, about a tablespoon, about the size of a walnut. And now, this was about 2 tablespoons of vinegar, I would say.
Okay.
And there we are. Now we let it boil. And then we have our tea.
Oh, that's good. And so how long will this boiling take?
Well, the thing is that now I put this lid away and I let it boil like this, and perhaps I'll put it up a little
Yeah.
until it'll boil for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I'm just guessing at that
Okay.
time. But the thing is, I usually test it in cold water.
Oh, right. The cold water test. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Teaspoon every time you test it, so
Really?
that you're not putting old
Yeah.
syrup back into the pan.
Okay.
Because maybe that would cause some
Sugaring,
or
yes.
something.
Okay, great. Okay, start. That's
Oh
it.
gosh.
Oh, this is
No, it's not even threading yet. No.
so. This is May's technique and my mother's technique for testing at what stage that boiled sugar is at, and you can see that
It's just
has
It's
not.
just forming, but
Yeah.
it's not threading yet.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. The threading and the crunching, eh?
Right?
When it threads,
Oh,
it,
well, that's my own test.
this is,
When it's really ready, you can taste at least you can hear the crunch between your teeth.
Okay, that's. I remember Mom. I think she insisted that she was the only person who was going to test that sugar, and it was a kind of a tense moment, you know, like. And maybe it will be here too, a tense moment for the observer.
Yeah.
So you put it in. The test is into cold water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There. Look, see how it's gone down?
Yes. Yeah. The boiling. You haven't changed the temperature at all.
Hmm?
But you haven't changed the temperature at all, but
No.
it's gone down. So you insert the spoon vertically, and then you just dribble it into the water.
And it's threading now. You see how it's threading?
Oh yes, yeah. And that means it's getting done.
Near, it's getting close to being ready. But I think it's just a little soft yet, but I'm going to taste it.
Okay.
I'm going to try it. Oh yes, it's very soft.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not ready yet. It's not really. See how it's going on my finger?
Not ready.
No crunch at all.
Okay. Next time. Now
So,
what was that again, May? We're recording now. So I asked you, was it possible to overcook the sugar?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
you,
I
you
can't
didn't-
remember ever overcooking it.
Yeah.
But I know that the longer you leave it, the longer you have it boiling, the harder it's going to harden to.
Okay.
And if you take it off too early, then it doesn't harden much and it's more like toffee.
Oh, really?
But I've never made the toffee because
Yeah.
I always want to have the other.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that'll be
anyway.
interesting if Carol Byrne has the
Candy
same has a candle thermometer. Maybe she could tell us when it's done for taffy
Yeah.
and when it's done for suckers.
Yeah.
And maybe when it's overdone. I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay, so this has been on probably a half an hour.
Mhm.
You know, but as May said, we don't set the timer. Everything she does is based on the taste or the water test and the spoon and whether it's crunchy or not.
Oh, it's getting there. But I don't think it's quite there yet. No.
No,
No.
really. Okay. So this is probably at the 30 to 40 minute stage of boiling, and it's boiled down all on its own. It's never been stirred. Never been stirred. We've tested it with the water test 3 times, and it's just about ready, but not quite. In fact, I tested it as well, and I managed to stick the taffy that was in the water to my upper teeth, and have still got it there where it's slowly dissolving in my saliva. May's doing the dribble test again. This is the 4th one. And she thinks possibly, maybe.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh,
Can you hear
crunches. Crunches, yes.
You can hear it?
Yes, good.
So that's it. Now we put the vanilla in.
And what again? 1 teaspoon or?
There we
Yeah.
are. See how it's bubbling?
Yeah. Yeah, really affects it. That little bit, eh?
Hmm?
That little bit really affects it.
Still bubbling.
So what are you waiting for now?
Oh, I'm just waiting for the vanilla to sort of get mixed in with
Again,
the rest of it.
do not stir.
Hmm?
Do not stir.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now, I'm going to put a little bit more butter in here. Well, you know,
So
the more butter there is, the less they're going to stick.
Yeah.
But if you leave a spot that hasn't got butter on it, then it's going to stick.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I think that's okay. Now we'll turn that off. And the first one we don't fill up as much because we're going to be pulling it quicker. So there we are. Second one we can put in quite a bit more. And the last one we hope will have the most because it's got to wait longer.
I see. Yeah.
But you know what I forgot?
No.
Never mind, we'll fix it. I forgot to put the
Oh yes.
I forgot
Well,
to
that's-
put the, it only allows it to cool quicker,
Yes.
but it's still.
So you've got them all in cooling pans, and they've got what are those things called on the bottom? They're racks, I guess.
Racks, I guess.
Yeah.
Wire racks, cooling racks.
And about how long do you leave them like that?
Now is the time that you've got to be as quick as you can
Okay.
because you don't want it to get too cool.
Yeah.
And if it gets too cool, well, that's when it's harder to pull.
Yeah.
So
And this is, you've got them in order of pulling.
yeah, this is
one.
the least one. There's just a few there, and then there's a little bit more here, and that has the most because it has to wait the longest.
Yeah. Okay.
We hope we've put enough butter here. Now, what else do I need?
This is taken about less than 5 minutes from the pouring to the actual.
Don't forget the kitchen is quite cool.
Yeah.
Now.
Maybe I'll come around to the other side.
See how it's coming away from the dish?
Oh yeah. Yep. So you're kind of.
There we go.
And so this is the part where I remember Mom and her assistants, however many could get around that kitchen table.
That's right. But now this is something else that I have added.
I
As
see.
gloves, because it allows you to pull the toffee earlier.
And yeah, it doesn't hurt, because I remember that was, you used to have to butter your hands.
Yeah, well, I butter the gloves.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, that, no, so I see what you're doing. You just do it. Really? That does make a lot of difference. Those gloves.
Yeah.
Yes, because I can remember that would cause a lot of like it wouldn't burn, you know,
Well,
because
I've seen people almost burn their hands.
yes, yeah, but it by their voices you can tell that it's hot,
Yeah.
hot.
Well, I
Whereas-
can even feel it hot through the gloves.
Yeah. So this is now you're folding the taffy. What do you call that? Like the what you're doing now?
I'm pulling the toffee.
Pulling the toffee, yeah, and just what's one thing after the other.
And it should be getting a little lighter as we pull it. There are different people pull the toffee different ways.
Yeah.
And I can always remember your mother saying, oh, she was an awful toffee puller. She just didn't pull it right. She just used to let it go in her hands.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've got to really pull it with your whole hand, with your hands rather than your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, geez, it's getting blonder, but it's taking its
Still
time,
quite
isn't
dark.
it? Yeah. So, May, are you going to pull it and then leave it as a mound of like lightly pulled sucker material, and then go and get another one and then braid them together? No.
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
Some people will do that, and they'll get the two-tone
Yes.
suckers.
Yes.
The light ones and the dark ones.
Yeah.
I have never taken that.
I think for one person that is asking too much.
Yeah. But it's getting harder to pull now.
Yeah, you can feel.
Cooler.
Yeah. So, do you just use as a judgment when it's time to cut it into sucker?
When it gets harder and harder to pull.
Okay.
Actually, I could almost cut it now.
Yeah.
But I'll just wait for a minute or two, or a second or two. But it is nice, and it's golden now, you see?
Yeah.
Hear it?
And so now May's just using scissors, kitchen scissors. I'm just talking to the video. That and she's got to move fairly quickly, because I can sense that even the cutting is getting difficult.
Well, it's quite thick, you see.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's quite hot when you remove those gloves too, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's hot enough.
So are these special shears? Like could you use any kitchen shear?
they have to wait longer.
Yes.
And the thing it being more, it takes longer for them to cool down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is a convenience, really.
Right. I'm going to take a picture of the suckers. And May says if you put them in rows of 10, then it's easy to figure out how many you've got. And the other thing is, she used a little, she said that you've got a little piece that isn't big enough for a sucker, so it's going to go off.
Mom used to call them bullseyes.
Bullseyes, yes. Yeah, okay. And I guess that every cook has a bullseye or two, doesn't it?
Oh no, I'm going to leave some at the end and just have bullseyes.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
If you want to taste them, you don't have to eat a whole sucker.
Good thinking. Good thinking. So you actually eat some of these, do you, May?
And now and then, although it's surprising, I used to love them. I thought they were the most wonderful things. And then after I started making them myself, I'd eat them, but they weren't as inviting as they used to be.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see now. No, it might take a little bit more. There we go.
So this was 50 minutes in the microwave.
50 seconds.
50 seconds, yes. In the microwave at a high power.
Yeah.
So that has...
That's at the highest power, but you see?
Yeah, and so it's made it right again. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoop.
Carol said, "Oh, that's interesting." When I told her of the Maybell technique, you know, that you use the glass pans, the Pyrex pans. So now it's the 8th of October. Will you put those in the fridge when they harden up?
Put them in the fridge and they'll stay there for months.
Really? Yeah.
And still be as good.
So, and you still have a Halloween night?
Yeah, well, I have to make some more for Halloween night.
How many would you have?
Well, I try to make about 100 for Halloween night.
Yeah. So maybe another one of these recipes, or?
Oh, it would take
two more.
2 more recipes at least.
Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, if it sticks, you use the knife there, and you got to free it up, and then every time you pull it, I guess it's once it's free of the counter, it's basically good enough to pull and set down and stuff. As you said, this is a better pull than the second load because it's hotter. So there's a real art to even putting the sticks on the suckers.
About that, but
it's because you don't want to push them too far.
see?
Oh yeah.
See what happens?
That's from inadvertent crowding. So, but even that requires the hands of experience. Bullseyes and they're as May says, they're great for having around a house when you want a small treat. Don't want to have a whole sucker. That and they're made from the taffy when it goes hard. And now I've got to ask you something. Can you put that taffy itself in the microwave if you want to Want to soften it up a little bit?
No, I've never done that.
Mm.
I've never
'Cause
I've never wanted to soften it up.
Yeah. Ah, yes. Oh, I can't imagine the pain you're in
There
from
we
that
are.
little sucker. So, well, thank you. It's been a pleasure to watch you do that.
Well, it's
That's-
been a lot of fun.
Well, and the time is 3:00, and probably we started about 1:30.
1:30?
Yeah.
Yeah.